Gun violence has increased across the country, and today at 5, we're hearing from two Springfieldians running for the Missouri legislature about what they would do about it. We sat down recently with both candidates in District 136. Jim Robinette is the Republican in the race up against incumbent Democrat Stephanie Hine. We asked them several questions and are airing those all this week on KY3 News at 5. Today's question, what would you like to see done to combat gun violence in Missouri? Each had 1 minute to answer. We have switched between the two on who goes first, and tonight we begin with Robinette.
It's really interesting that you ask about gun violence. There's actually a big article today in the Springfield Neighborhoods newsletter that came out, and it specifically talked about a few tips and points that came out from the cooperative that's going on between Francine Pratt and Clay Goddard. And they've gotten a $600,000 grant. I'm really interested to hear what their studies show in terms of reducing it. I do think it's really, we had a lot of guns when I was growing up, and we didn't have nearly the gun violence problem that we do today. So I think there's some culture there that needs to be addressed. And I'm not sure what that is. I suspect it may have something to do with family formation or breakup and instability, and particularly in young men's lives. But I'm not sure how we can address that directly, but I'm really interested to hear what comes out of that study.
Yeah, I think within the state of Missouri, it's just having the conversation about the issue. Right now, it's become so divisive within the legislature that we even struggle to have conversations about the topic. And I think there is a role for safe gun ownership. I mean, we have guns in our home. My husband hunts, not opposed to that whatsoever. But I think there is a role for sensible gun ownership and safety measures. And I think most people that I talk to, gun owners alike, are okay with some safety measures to make sure that we are protecting our kids from perhaps getting a gun when we didn't want it to happen. I proposed legislation to provide a tax credit for people who would buy gun storage components to protect people within their home. And I think there are things that we can do to protect our Second Amendment rights, but also make sure that we're being sensible gun owners within our community.